Hey friends. So can I just say I love this time of year. Spring is around the corner. It's like 2 weeks, but I love the time of year in terms of like the right in between seasons, because where I live that tends to be a lot of rain, and I'm not a fan of being outside in the rain all the time, but like it's perfect nap weather. It's perfect. It just seems like, summer into fall we get rain, definitely fall into winter, winter into spring, like just that weird where it's almost a new season but not quite. And I'm glad that you're here and you're sharing it with me. And I hope you're cozy watching my videos, because that's how I love to watch my YouTube videos. So I'm glad you're here. So yeah, I read the video before this. I reviewed my old Shop My Stash stuff. I looked back in my videos, you guys. I shopped that stash back in October of 2022. November, December, January, February, March. That stuff has been here, been in that drawer for 5 months. That's a long time. And I had all this stuff and I kind of did mini reviews on it. I love talking about makeup. I love going through my collection and talking about things I've had for 10 years, how I still feel about them. Like this type of content, I really love it. I love talking about makeup. I think I love talking about it more than I love actually putting it on, and I love putting it on. So, yeah, we did that video. Now let me show you my new Shop My Stash. Will I keep all this in for 5 months? I don't know if I'm going to go that long. But I really, like I said in the other video, I try to do it like quarterly. It'll be in for a few months. This will probably go until it's March, April, May, June. I'll probably switch it out June, my birthday month. New makeup. That's probably what we'll do. So yeah, I want to tell you what I added. Now, in that last video, I did not mention like palettes. I don't even remember. In the fall, can you see right up here? I posted a video and I had kind of like shot my stash of like fall palettes, all the palettes that I wanted to use over a few months. So use over those months. And I will say I used about half. I put about half in the rotation. And I still have some up there from that. So they're going to roll over like my Melt palettes, a couple Natasha Denona, my Urban Decay. What is that Urban Decay palette? The something one. Oh, what is this palette called? Now I got to get up. This palette. What is this called? Around the World? Born to Run. Okay, so things like that, like I'm still keeping up there, but I did a lot of the ones that I kept using, like the Colourpop, Not a Box of Chocolates, my Natasha Denona Bronze, things like that. I put them away, and I did pull out a few more palettes that I wanted to add to it and rotate that thing, and that's how it's going to work. So it's not completely empty, but I did put some away, and I'm going to show you. We'll start with the palettes that I'm going to add to it for this season. We got 3 Colourpop palettes in the jam. I love going through my collection. I love going through old things. I'm gonna tell you something. When I declutter, I'm always sad about it. Like, there are just some things that can go to a better home, or stuff that if it's old and crusty gets thrown out, obviously. But like my palettes, they last forever, especially pressed powder. They do, and they're like my babies. And so when I am looking through them, I have my music on. I am vibing, and it takes a lot for me to declutter one. I just wanted to mention that, because there's some older ones in here. You're gonna be like, girl, but anyway. So yeah, we got a few Colourpop palettes. I got the Twist of Slate out. This palette, because I didn't have any cool tone palettes in there. So I don't have many cool tone palettes in my collection at all, overall. But I pulled out this is the Colourpop Twist of Slate. I do like this size of palette for Colourpop. One thing about Colourpop is their palettes are inconsistent. Some are smaller, some are larger, square pan, circle pan. They're all over the place. But the other cool toned palette that I picked out from Colourpop is the Of Quartz palette. And so I thought that'd be a nice little cool tone, smoky situation sometime. And then, fun, I found the Limoncello. Is that how it's pronounced? I believe. And I thought this was a really nice kind of getting into like spring situation. So we have that. That's going to go in there. And then I have another Natasha Denona I'm adding to the mix, the Love palette. Should have had this in for February, but whatever. Pinks and purples, very pretty. Very, very pretty. So we have that. I haven't done a pink I was gonna say I haven't done a pink look in a while. I just did the Valentine's Day look. But I mean a pink, a normal, non-abstract. So we have that. Where else do I want to go? Okay. Baby, I pulled this back out. Okay. I went through all of my Norvina palettes. There's 5 of them. And this is volume 3 with the butterflies on it. And it is just a mishmash of shades, but very warm and colorful. And I think that's going to be beautiful for springtime. This will probably be one of the first palettes I do a look with, you know, in this new situation. Love it. Love it. So happy to bring that back out. Okay. Then I picked up the Lime Crime Greatest Hits Bangers palette because this has some of my favorites from each of the other Lime Crime palettes. I thought I had a Lime Crime palette up there. I can't remember if I put it away or not. Whatever. But here we go. This palette is one that, like I said, they pull their best from other palettes, their greatest hits. So at first glance, it could be a little bit of a challenging palette if you're someone who likes your palettes organized and like clearly can see your crease, your transitions, whatever. This one might pose a small challenge, but not a big one. A small challenge. Excuse me, talking too fast. But I feel like the colors are neutral in terms of depth. But they are, you got some warm, you got some cool, you got some neutral. But I mean, in terms of depth, nothing super, super deep, nothing super, super light and bright. But it's, yeah, a right mid-range where you can get a very pretty look. So that's good. And then finally, I'm so excited because this palette is still one of my favorites. And I pulled out my Sweet Peach, baby. Too Faced Sweet Peach. Baby, I love this palette. Where's Bellini? Bellini, I'm gonna tell you something. Bellini, this peachy, rose goldy, this, I still mention this shade when I'm trying to connect. Now looking at it, it's a little bit deeper than the shades I compare it to. But this is such a beautiful eyeshadow. I still bring up Bellini from Too Faced when I'm comparing things. I love that shade. I love this palette. And I'm so excited to put it back in the rotation. I'm so psyched for this. If you have Sweet Peach, let this be your time to pull it out. Pull it out. All right? So those are the palettes that we're adding to the shelf. Now, let's get into what we have for everything else. And I did mention in the last video, I did not pull any lip products for this Shop My Stash round because I have plenty of new ones that I want to play with. And I recently reorganized in another video where I put some of my like quick jumbo lip pencils, my like Tarte, NYX, and e.l.f. clicky things, and I've really been enjoying that. And I have some other lip products that are in the new area that I want to play with. So I didn't feel like I needed to pull out anything from my lip products. Also, my lip products are all full on display. I don't really keep lip products in any drawer. Well, my Muji drawers, they're clear. All of my lip products on display, so they rarely get forgotten. It's not something that's just tucked away in a drawer. They're always on display on this shelf, so I always see them and kind of rotate things. So it wasn't that much, it's not that much of a need to make sure I'm utilizing them, but I do want to continue to use what I have right here on hand with that. So I didn't pick out any extra lip products, just so you know. All right, let's do this. The things that I kept, it's not many. It's not many at all. I think, okay, so I talked about it in my last video. I'm going to keep my Rimmel Stay Matte out. This is going to be like in a Staples area. Gotta be. I'm going to keep my Moira Mega Concealer out. I'm going to order more shades of this. Love this stuff. Also from last time, I'm going to keep my NYX Ombre Blush in Nude to Me. I'm going to keep this in the drawer here. Loving it. I've talked about it in quite a few videos this month. I'm also keeping out the Smashbox Photo Finish Control Mattifying Primer. I tried this primer a while ago. I got like a mini or something and I loved it. And I bought the full size. It came in like a kit. It was on clearance. I think I got it from Cosmetic Company Outlet. And I don't know, but I put it in my Shop My Stash like 5 months ago and I don't remember using it since it's been in here. It's a good primer, so I'm going to keep it in there. I'm going to keep it in there. And then my One Size Pink powder. This is not really a Shop My Stash. I just like this pink powder and I'm going to try other pink powders. So I just like this one here because I don't have very many pink powders. And so when I want that pink look, this is what I go to. So this is kind of like in the category of the Rimmel Stay Matte right now. They're going to be on hand for necessity. Not so much, you know. So yeah, let me take a sip. I'm so excited for this. No order because I threw everything in the basket as I was shopping around. Let's start with blush, friends. Let's see what I pulled out, baby. What did I pull out? I'm so excited. Did I pull out? I did. Ooh, I'm proud of myself. All right, let's just go through the basket. Wow. All right, we're going to start with blush, I think. Yeah, so I pulled out some cream blushes from Rude Cosmetics. These are, I got these at the makeup show like 2 years ago. What's the name of them? I don't know what the line is called. But this is the shade Red Velvet, and then I have a shade called Shortcake. Cream blushes there. I have more cream blushes. I pulled out my 2 Rare Beauty cream blushes. I'm going to say something controversial yet brave. I like the Rare Beauty cream blushes more than I like the liquid blushes. Maybe, I ain't gonna try to justify myself. I have to defend myself. I don't have to defend myself. These are beautiful. So the shade I have here is Nearly Berry. And these are the only 2 shades I have. And then this is Nearly Mauve. Love both of them. You can see my stippling brush imprints in them. What else for blush? Okay. I pulled out 2 shades, my deeper shades of my Profusion liquid blushes. Loved these. I still want Profusion to put out more shades. I think I asked them to like 2 years ago and they liked my comment, but they didn't put out more shades. I got Paloma and Sangria out here. And I hope these videos like help you, like if you own some of these things or you forgot about these things. I know everyone doesn't have a big collection like I do, but like even if you have like, you know, stuff in the back of a drawer, like, oh snap, I do have that. Oh snap, I should put that back out. Hope it's motivation. I hope it is. And then I did it, girl. I pulled out my MAC blushes and guess what I pulled out? Raisin. When I tell you, I haven't even made a dent in Raisin. I use this blush years, like multiple times a week for years. I love this color for me. I really do. I also have Ambering Rose, which I have hit pan on. Look, y'all know I don't hit pan on stuff, but I love my MAC blushes. I hope they come out with new colors. I need to go on the MAC website. Maybe I'll do a MAC haul. I need to go on the MAC website and get some things. Okay. MAC. Then I picked up Film Noir. Film Noir. Y'all remember Film Noir? I contoured this. And then I also picked out Sweet as Cocoa. It's definitely a more neutral to satin blush. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So, really excited. There's more blush in here. Oh well, I'll find them. Wait, blush. I threw everything in this basket, y'all. And that's okay. That's okay. Here's another Rude blush. I pulled out Mochi. That's pretty. That's pretty. Mochi. And then the other blush I have from Profusion is called Cosmo. These are the ones that have the little sponge. So that's what I hope that's all the blush. Maybe. Alright, contour, bronzer situation. I do have some new face palettes. I didn't pull out too many products. I think I just have the 3. But again, I could have lied to you. I could have just lied. Who knows in that basket? I was vibing and jamming when I was shopping the other day. I got my 2 Fenty bronzers. These are beautiful. These are amazing. They are called Sunstalker Instant Warmth Bronzers, okay? So I have 2 shades. I have Mocha Mommy, okay? Mocha Mommy is a beautiful red. I love a red-based bronzer. I do. I do. Mocha Mami is gorgeous. And then Thick Mint is what I contour with. I bought this one for contour. It's still a beautiful red bronzer, but I get away with contouring with it. Okay. Also for contour, I got the Revolution Glow, Makeup Revolution Splendor Ultra Matte Bronzer in the shade Deep, and huge pan of bronzer. I also can get away with contouring with this too. So, nice. Less products than the last time, I think. Highlighters. Okay, I think, y'all, I'm crazy. Highlighters. I pulled out my Rare Beauty highlighter. I love this. This is the, what is the name of it? Baked, I don't know, but the shade is Flaunt. And look how pretty. This is a beautiful, I mean, it's so soft to the touch, so gorgeous. Yeah, very soft highlighter. Love that. I pulled out this NYX. This was their collab with like Machinist, and this is a highlighting duo. It's in the shade Grind. So you have a lighter gold and then like a penny copper type of highlighter. Yeah. Not my natural nails growing, y'all. Oh, I don't know how I feel about it. All right. These kids out here in the rain on a motorcycle. Listen, you calling up the main line with that kind of foolishness. Anyway. Highlighters. I was so excited when I remembered this highlighter. This is my Cover FX Perfect Light Highlighting Powder. This is the best. I always call it a glow from within highlighter. It's in the shade Candlelight. It's like it doesn't look like highlighter, but it looks like highlighter. Okay, let me just show you. Well, that was a lot. But it just looks so beautiful and natural on the skin. Oh my God. It's so pretty. I'm so excited. So excited for that. See how we can be excited and try new makeup for free? Although, sidebar, NYX just released on Ulta's website, but I'm going to hold off because Ulta's having their, it's not 21 Days of Beauty anymore, whatever their semi-annual thing. So I, just trying to be careful about my purchases and stuff because the different days and that. So, won't be making any big Ulta hauls until this is over. But anyway, yeah. We like new makeup. All right, I mean, for real, maybe it's not a motorcycle. Becca, Shimmering Skin Perfectors. I have so many of these. They're going to last past the apocalypse because I have not hit pan or a dent in any of them. I think I have maybe like at least 10 different ones. And rest in peace, Becca. The only one now they have with Smashbox bought Champagne Pop. But yeah, I really love these. I love the packaging. So I picked up Topaz, 2 of the deeper ones, and I believe Chocolate Geode. Yes. This is Topaz. This is Chocolate Geode. Highlighters. Alright. And then this next one is probably one of the younger ones out of the highlighters I picked. But it's the Haus Labs Bio Radiant Gel Powder Highlighter in the shade Fire Opal. Baby. 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 So excited about that. Also, when I shop my stash and revisit, I need to bring my book in here because I've started a list of like, you know, things as I revisit. Do I want more shades of this? Like the Moira concealer. Do I want more shade? You know, so it's research. It's really just research. All right. I'm going kind of backwards of application on the face here. So we have some powders and I'm really excited about the powders I picked. I'm really excited. I didn't pick too many. I got the loose powders I picked. This is also a young one here in my collection. This is the MAC Studio Fix Pro Set Blur Weightless Loose Powder in the shade Dark. So I pulled that out to be a loose powder. And it comes with a little puff. And there we go. There we go. Very nice. I pulled out my Fenty powder. My Pro Filter Instant Retouch Setting Powder in Honey. I'm going to tell you something. She should come out with a pink one. I don't know why, but it's giving. Fenty's the next one to come out with a pink setting powder. They should. I'm just saying. They should. But this is Honey. Good under eye setting powder. Ooh, I'm so excited to have this new rotation of products. And then I also pulled out, I'm really struggling with this one in terms of, do I want another shade, a lighter shade. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills loose setting powder in the shade Deep Peach. I do love this powder. I do love this deep peachy shade of this powder, and I like this powder. So I'm thinking, you know, I've been back and forth for years since I've had this powder if I want to get one that I have this in a skin tone shade as well, but if I want to get like a lighter tone, a little bit more yellow powder, and I look in Ulta every time, could be a points purchase. I might do my next points haul. I can't, don't quote me on it, because by the time I'm ready to do a points haul, it'll be a bunch of new stuff that I would spend my points on. But maybe, you know, some things that I already own, but new shades, maybe that can be a haul. Yeah, where it's nothing new, but just new shades of things and things like that. Pressed powders. Very excited, y'all. I'm taking it back. This packaging is crusty and dusty. Y'all remember this? I'm never going to get rid of it. I think I need to go on eBay. My NYC Mosaic powder. Color Wheel Mosaic Face Powder in All Over Bronze Glow. Baby, ain't no glow in this. This is a matte powder, and it is perfect for my skin tone when you swirl it around. NYC, y'all. NYC. Take care of your products. This powder is so good. It's so good. Lightweight, matte. It really reminds me of the Rimmel Stay Matte. And I'm so happy I'm pulling that back out, y'all. I gotta get on eBay or something. And then I'm gonna take you one back. I'm gonna take you back. If y'all are true Candace Victoria channel watchers, you could, if I told you what pressed powder from the drugstore had me in a chokehold for years. #1 powder in my life. And I think it's gonna have me back in a chokehold. Look at the packaging. My Black Radiant Soft Focus Finish 8 powders. This is Toe Up. So I have all 3 shades here. This is Milk Chocolate Finish. This is what I use on my face. Or sometimes I use creamy bronzed finish. It's a little bit lighter. I mean, these are tore up, yo. I gotta be careful, baby. I was using them. And then, ooh, I feel like I gotta sneeze. This is for under the eyes, Golden Almond Finish. I love these powders so much. I've gone through so many of them. And they still make this powder. They do. Black Radiant still makes this powder. You can find it in Rite Aid, like drugstores, and you can also find it on Amazon. They have, I think they carry most of the Black Radiant line on Amazon. I'm so excited for those powders. All right. More face, let's do like foundation type products. Did y'all hear It Cosmetics came out with a new CC cream? It's called Natural Matte. At least it was in the new section on Ulta's website. I know they have the oil-free matte version. But yeah, I saw that. All right. So, maybe I'll do primers. Okay, let's do primers. I grabbed a couple more primers. We have the Maybelline Baby Skin Pore Eraser. Okay. Pull that out, friends. The Catrice Prime and Fine Pore Refining Anti-Shine Base. Mattifying, long-lasting, oil-free. This is a really good primer. Okay. And then I pulled out my Milk. This little mint. Well, it's not. It's not mini. Y'all know I know mini. But this is the Milk Pore Eclipse Mattifying Primer. Yeah. Okay. Is this the black one? No, it's not black. I have a primer that's black. Okay. And then for like little mixy glowy things, I pulled out some glowy items. We're getting into spring. I pulled out some of my melts, 2 of my melt sex foils. You remember these? What are they called all the way? Melt. It was terrible. Melt Cosmetics. Oh, that just says Mexico. Oh, Sex Foil Digital Liquid Highlight. The 2 shades I pulled out were Nova and Peaches and Cream. Nova and Peaches and Cream. And so I'll do a pump of these into my foundation. They're really good. I really like them. I also pulled out my Fenty Eavesdrop Lit All Over Glow Enhancer. This, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, it really doesn't show up. So I'm gonna make a point to use way more than I think I need. Okay. I love the Eavesdrop Skin Tint, but this, I don't know. And a lot of people have said that. All right, glowy, put that on, mix in. And then I pulled out some glowy tints. And we have the It Cosmetics CC Plus Nude Glow. I really enjoyed this skin tint last year. Love that for me. SPF 40. And the Huda Multi-Dew, this is the Glowish line, Multi-Dew Skin Tint. Y'all heard Huda is... Huda is the CEO again of her brand, and she's discontinuing the Glowish line. I need to go on the website and see if things are on sale. Just realized I need to do that. Y'all, I gotta do a lot. So I pulled the Glowish Skin Tint out. This in Deep Tan is my shade. This is very glowy, but we know how to handle things. We got that Rimmel Stay Matte now. All right. I pulled out 2 stick foundations. This one's fairly young. This is the Fenty Beauty. Really enjoyed this stick foundation. This is, what's it called? Eavesdrop. Eavesdrop Blur and Smooth Tint Stick. So I have that one, and I also have one of the best stick foundations. The Huda Stick Foundation. This is one of the best. This is Peanut Butter Cup. I pulled out my Neutrogena Flawless Matte CC Cream. This is really good as well. This is a really good matte CC cream. All right. I pulled out my NARS because I need to remember if this is the right shade. I know one of my NARS, I needed a new shade. This is the All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. I also really loved this foundation for a very long time. And my Rare Beauty foundation. This is the Rare Beauty. It's just called foundation. With the doe foot. Love the bottle. You know what I wish? We all wish. I wish that I won some sort of Sephora or Ulta gift card and to just go ham on the luxury items that we have to wait for or save for, or that I have to work into my budget. Because the reason why I say I want a gift card is because if I won like the lottery, which I don't play regularly, if I won the lottery, like there's so many other more important things that to set up my future and buy my home and pay my student loans and things like that. Like I wouldn't think about going shopping right away. But if I had like a gift card, I want a gift. I can only use it at that store, so I don't feel bad for spending it there. If I just had extra money to ball out on luxury makeup, I probably wouldn't because I could use that money for better things. But if I won or someone gifted me like a $5,000 gift card, I mean, come on, you know. That's what I always wish. I always wish for like a gift card, like with a lot of money on it, because then I'm forced to spend it at that store. Yeah. Makes sense in my head. And then I pulled out the Catrice. I remember this being really good. The Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. Catrice has a couple new products out, a new foundation out, and a new like glowy under thing. And it kind of, they were on Amazon, and it kind of put this brand back in my mind with this. And I remember really liking this. So we have that. Concealer. I only pulled out a few, you guys. Well, It's a bit. Maybelline. The Better Super Stay Better Skin. Y'all, these are old. And you're like, girl, you still got that? Yes, I do. They're in great condition. I did pull out my Instant Age Rewind Eraser, but I pulled out one of the brighter shades because the concealers that I pulled out are not as light as I usually go with concealer, because some of them I just don't have a lighter shade or whatever. I just want to, you know, revisit the formula. So I did pull out a light Maybelline Age Rewind so I can, if I need to lighten up any of the concealers. That's why I pulled that one out. But I have my Rare Beauty concealer. This one's a bit light. This is in 400W. My Rare Beauty, this was a really good combination for me. When I bought them that summer, really bomb combination for me. Okay. I pulled out my e.l.f. 16-hour camo concealer. I told you guys before, I just never, it never was a love. I want to love it. I want to love this $6 concealer. I want to love it, but it just was missing that wow factor. It's missing the wow factor that I think Moira has. The way people describe the e.l.f. like this being their holy grail is the way I can describe, I wouldn't say holy grail, but it's fairly close. The way I can describe this one. They're very similar, but this one just has that extra oomph that I'm looking for. And so I pulled it out. I want to like it. It's not that I don't like it, but it's not up there for me. It's not up there with the Shape Tapes and the Natasha Denona. It's not, but I want it to be. So I'll keep giving it a chance because it's e.l.f. I remember I got these for like very cheap. The MAC Studio Fix 24-hour smooth wear concealer. I think it was a 21 Days of Beauty or maybe a cosmetic company outlet situation, but I have a lot of them and I remember paying next to nothing for them. But I pulled out NC48. I also pulled Too Faced Born This Way Naturally Radiant Concealer. I don't even remember how I felt about it. That's why it's out. I don't remember how I felt about it. I got the shade dark. No idea. Couldn't tell you nothing. No idea. And then I got the Sephora Best Skin Ever concealer because I just had the foundation in my Shop My Stash. Loved it. So, and I remember loving the concealer as well. So I pulled that out. Okay. And face thing, I forgot. This is another one. This is how I feel about the e.l.f. concealer. This, I want to really play with this because she's coming out with some other new products for the face that I really want to try. And this is my Natasha Denona Yummy Skin Blurring Balm stuff. I don't know. I don't dislike it, but I haven't found the best way to wear this. Like I haven't brought its best out. So I've used it as primer. I've used it by itself. I've used it as foundation. I've used it, I've used it. But it's just one of those things where it's like, I just feel like it has potential to be great. And I just feel like it's me. I feel like it's me. That's what I'm saying. I don't blame the product till I'm 100% sure. And then I pulled out some eyeliners, not these colors specifically, but just to remind me to use eyeliners as pops of color. So I have my Moira multi-chrome eyeliners, not these specifically, just to remember, hey, you got multi-chrome eyeliners in there. You got eyeliners in bright colors in there. And then I pulled out some of my Suva Beauty water activated liners, like the neon ones, because hey, pops of color, it works. I just wanted to remind myself of those because eyeliner is usually an afterthought for me when I'm doing a look. And sometimes I'll do the look and the look could be better complemented with a bright color or something like that. And I would have maybe switched it up if I had ahead of time that I was going to wear a bright eyeliner. A lot of times I don't. So I'm going to put these in my drawer just so I'm always looking at them to remind myself, hey, can this look have some eyeliner in it, girl? Some color, and yeah, that's my stash. These items are going to be in my drawer at least until June. Sometimes what I do is I'll refresh maybe a little bit, take some things out. Like if I'm really using this every day, then I might swap it out for something else. But usually I try to give them a fair rotation, fair use. But I really enjoy this part of my makeup collection and this part of my hobby because it's just like revisiting, being excited, not spending any money doing it, and just, yeah, I know a lot of people don't believe About to go on a tangent real quick. You know, don't believe we use it all. No, I don't use all of it all the time. Like, no, I don't buy makeup to use it up. Yes, I know it expires. A lot of it expires, but I take care of my makeup and it expires less frequently than you think. And then the other thing is like, what do they say? What do people say? I don't know, but just weird things. But I enjoy this, and I just, it brings me so much joy to now fill this little drawer, and I'm going to open it up when I do my makeup and have a fresh, new array of products to use. And it's so fun, and I can do this 100, 1,000 times over and over and over. And it makes me happy. So that's my Shop My Stash, and you'll be seeing these products being used and supplemented in looks moving forward. I love you all. Talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.